Hey Aquarius, welcome to Black Star Tarot. This is your monthly oracle reading. So we're going to use, let's see, I've never used this deck before, so we're going to use, this is a Path of Shadows. I got this off of Amazon, and the box looks like this. So Path of Shadows, for those of you who are interested. We're going to use our Spirit Speaking deck, and that's the deck here. Okay, and then we're going to use some Rider-Waite. Oh, we're also going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle. I'm going to use this deck as well. So those are the decks that I'll be using for your messages. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Let me do this right, though, because I didn't. There we go. Okay, Spirit, messages for Aquarius. Ooh, that one popped out and goes under the desk. Give me 1 second, Aquarius. We gotta go get that because that came out like lightning. All right, so ooh. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck because it says so much with so little words. So it says, do what is hard so your life will be easy. So Spirit is telling you this month, Aquarius, that you're gonna have to get up and do what you got to do. That's basically all it's saying. Like, it says that you can take the easy route now if you want to, but it's just going to take you longer to get to your goals. So get up right now, do what is hard so your life will be easy in the long run. So if you get it over with now, you don't have to worry about it later. However this may apply to you, Aquarius, so just go ahead and knock it out. So that was a very nice message from Spirit. And I feel like maybe this is what a lot of you are doing, okay? Because, you know, you want to see change, right? That's what I'm saying. You want to transition. You want something different. So yes, just do it now. Do it now. Because right now, I feel like you guys have the strength, okay? So a lot of you have that will to go, to do it, to change it, whatever that is. That's how I'm feeling, okay, Aquarius? So do what is hard so your life will be easy. I really like that card. It's one of my favorites. All right, what else for Aquarius? So Aquarius, whether you're starting a business, like if you're going to school, if you're doing all those things, it doesn't really matter. You got this. So it is imposter syndrome. In a room full of equals, I stand in doubt, a stranger in my own triumphs. It says shadows cast about. So in a room full of equals, I stand in doubt, a stranger in my own triumphs, shadows cast about. Yo, like, what are you guys doing? So here's my thing, like, you can do it. Whatever you're doing right now, I don't care. Like, let's just say if this is your job, right? You're working somewhere. Like, why are you doubting yourself? Like, yeah, you the best there. Seriously, like, go ahead and toot your own horn. Like, why are you doing this? Like, believe in yourself, okay? Like, you know, it just says imposter syndrome. Like, here's my thing. You are the best. Like, so if you're standing in a room, I don't care who in it. Even if you're not running the room, right? Even if you're not in charge, right? If you're in a room, you are just as good as them, if not better, okay? And whatever that is, you know, so just your mere presence is enough. Like, that's just it. So, okay, Spirit wants you to know that. I'm going to leave it alone, but that's deep. Don't doubt yourself. Like, go ahead and do this. Do that thing. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest, whatever it is you're trying to create, wherever you are, Spirit is there. Like, I'm telling you, you guys are very blessed, very guided. You're Aquariuses. You represent the star. Like, you are directly connected to Source. Like, use your power. Use your power. Do what you want. The thing is, like, your superpower is your mind, okay? So if you're trying to do anything, right, you got to keep your mind straight. You got to stop overthinking. You got to stop over worrying. Like, keep your thoughts in alignment, and you can create whatever you want. Like, seriously, okay? So you got this. All right. Oracle messages for Aquarius. Oracle messages for Aquarius. I ain't gonna hold you here long. These are just the messages that's coming out. We're gonna address them. Everything may not be for everybody, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Like, I know how it goes. Okay, so some of you, You know, you got to get up. Let's go. Let's do it, right? Do the hard shit now. Get it over with. Because I just feel like a lot of you are thinking about your future, right? And like where you're going to be, where you're going to live, like, you know, how are things going to change? Like that's where your mind is right now. Okay? So you got to think like an emperor, right? You have to think like the magician. Like you have to take charge. You're gonna have to get your mind right, right? That bring high priestess energy. Like let's dream it, like think it, know it, feel it, then do it, right? And then have it, whatever that may be. All right, you got like 3 cards. Do we want to take all 3? Aquarius, it's gonna be a lot. All right, so here's my thing. Sure, right? Because I know how y'all are. I know how Aquariuses are. And y'all over there like, just take all 3. Like, why wouldn't you not? You know, they came out. So I'm going to ahead and take all 3. And I don't really, it's an oracle card. Why are we going to put it in reverse, right? Listen. You got changes coming. You have blessings here. And I also see this change in this transition, right? I see where you're trying to leave from and where you're going, okay? And spirit right now is guiding you, or the universe is guiding you right now, because you got 2 3s here. That's 33. It's a master number, right? So whatever this change is, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, wanting to do, wherever you're seeing yourself at in the future, you're being guided there. So wherever you are, and this may not be for everybody, but even if you're at a job that you don't like, you know, I feel like for some of you, it's not the profession, it's the job, right? So it's like, know still that you are where the divine wants you to be, right? So if you're doing art right now, like that is what you like to do. You're good at it, right? So you're guided to it right now because spirit is here. You have these 3s and you're changing and you're transitioning. And then I love this exchanging gifts because I feel like, for me, 9s represent like having everything. You know what I'm saying? Things are completing, you know, and after you've gone through that journey, after you've carried all those like say the 9 of Wands, those wands, you're finally breaking free. You know, you're going to be given not just to others, but to yourself. And I mean that. However, I want to read about this change in the wind. If that's okay with you guys, I don't want to keep you long, but I actually want to read that because I want to get the full message. I want to read to see what these changes are, okay? And plus the message may mean something to you. So it says, change in the wind. A sense that unseen change has been initiated. Yeah, for sure, right? It says, preparation for a storm, awareness that your plans are not on firm ground. Feeling a shift, uncertainty without direction, the winds will blow. So Aquarius, it's human nature to yearn for certainty and to resist change. To want the world to remain constant like a zebra stripes. Yet nothing in human experience is black and white, nor will anything remain static. The one thing that is guaranteed is change. Now is a time of transition as the outer conditions are temporarily moving out of sync with your desires and expectations. Stay the course and remember that even storms serve to clear the air, scatter seeds, and nourish the soil for better things ahead. Life is about to get interesting. Anticipate it with curiosity as what is coming is on the shifting winds. The unknown is where the magic lies. So, you know, here's the thing. That's so funny that it says that. But I had to laugh because I was like, here did she go, right? Right, Aquarius. So some of you could be seeing 5s right now, like 555. Whenever there is like, you know, some type of test, hurdle, chaos, whatever, right? There's something shifting here. And so whenever you go through that, a lot of times you'll see 5. So you'll see a lot of 5. So if you see 5s, know something's coming. Don't have to be bad, but it may cause you to have to work a little harder. Or, you know, it'll be, maybe a mild, it can be crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I am not gonna sugarcoat it. Like, sometimes 5s, they just turbulent. But I have seen them go easy and from my personal experience. Like when I see fives, it could be something small, but it's a lot of times it could be something big, right? And it's like the more the five multiplies, probably the worse it's going to get. And when I tell you, who sees like 55, 55? Like nobody. But I was seeing 55 and fives everywhere. So with that being said, yes, all right, look out, brace yourself, get your mind right, because it may be something that may require, you know, a little bit of a piece of you in your future. And this is not for everybody. But what I'm digging is that, you know, spirit is, number one, spirit is with you. So if you go through something, just know that you're being guided through it. Just like this message kind of said, it touched on it a little bit about, you know, stay in the course. Right? Remember I said for some of you, you might be somewhere right now where, you know, you're in your passion, but maybe you want to do it as your own business, you know, or something like that. I don't know. Or maybe you're just planning some major moves right now, because with fives, you know, it could be some huge transitions. All right. Like, you know, so, you know, watch out. And just know, though, that you're guided, and know that this is a good thing. That's the thing. I think that's the only thing that gets me through, you know, those ups and downs in life, is knowing that if I look back, although it was hard, it brought me to where I am today. And I'm better where I am today than I was back then. So even though I may have gone through some stuff, you know, it has forced me to be where I am today. And I'm definitely better here now than I was before. So it's not about me. Let me get back to y'all. All right. I'm going to read them all now, because now I'm really interested. So here's 3, between worlds. So it says transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engaged in another, temporarily blindness, no man's land. So it says between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what's ahead. Wow, that's like in both of them. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of growth, change and growth. Ooh, Aquarius. Ooh, y'all got some. I got some learning to do. No, you don't, because the next sentence says you are done learning the lessons of recent experiences. In this place between what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is a great freedom and power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves the web of life. Drive a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root. But what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. When you are between worlds, you are invited to see the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. That's a hell of a message. You understand? That is a really, really deep and good message. Like, I don't know about you, like if y'all was really listening, but that moved me. Like it really did. Like I said, you know, go through it. It's okay. You know, it always leads to a better place. And sometimes it just be needed. Like we just need change. If we sit and we comfortable, that's all we need, is a little comfort to stay in a situation that even is not like really, really where we want to be. So the universe come in and just shake it up. And then you be like, oh God, I like it better now. But you got a lot coming in. So look, all right, so 27, that's a 9. Okay, so let's see, it says law of giving and receiving. It says currency, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. So it says you're entering into a productive and enriching time when all matter of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet, in order to honor them, you must pull in the time. Exchange your experience and skills and commit heart and soul to what you are choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time to just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. So you have prosperity here, okay? So you're some of you are just in, I mean, you're probably in all kinds of places because I can see different levels of shit here. But, you know, I just feel that you just do what you got to do, right? This month, just do what you got to do, right? Do what you got to do. Stay focused. Know that you're transitioning right now. There is some change coming in, you know, for a lot of you. However, it's going to put you in a place where everything is going to work out, right? From going from what is this to, oh, that was perfect kind of a thing. I don't know. This could be anything in any of you guys' lives. However, let's pull some regular, let's get some tarot cards because it's exciting, scary, annoying, all at the same time. Like, I hope, you know, personally, like, it's, you know, this, what could it be? Like, what could it be? I don't know. For some of you, it's your job, it's your passion, right? Some of you are really happy where you are, right? You want to change. You want to change. You really do. Some of you may not know what the change needs to be, right? Do you move? You know, do you go back to school? Like, you don't know. You don't know. So, okay, fine. That's what's on your mind. Okay, could be if this is a person causing any change in your life, it could very well be a Virgo, okay? However, this is reflection. Like, this is you thinking. This is you wondering, like, you know, one, like right now, you're probably not wondering what's next. But as a whole, I feel like you're trying to figure it out. Like I said, do you leave your job? Do you go to school? Like, you know, you're thinking about, like, what is it that I need to do? How can I balance my life out? Where am I going? All right, Three of Wands. Some of you could be moving. I felt that. Like, you just relocating. That's always a possibility. Some of you could be worrying, like, you know, where am I going to be happy? Right? Where am I going to find success? You know, where am I going to relocate? Right? What is the big picture? Right? Where am I going? Like, you guys are wondering, like, this is what's on your mind right now. But oh no, change is coming. Okay, change is coming. I want to see, like, Wheel of Fortune, and that's what I'm trying to see. Aquarius, I want y'all to be seeing some money. That's what I would like. All right, instead, we got Judgment, which is okay because this is things coming full circle. Some of you, Scorpio is here. Okay, Scorpio just showed up. All right, but there's a huge change because Judgment talks about change. So once again, that energy is back again. So you definitely got some type of change, okay? For some of you, this is an opportunity or some type of chance, okay? That's why Judgment is here, okay? Others of you, you're being called to do something, right? Like I said, it could be your passion because Judgment represents just that, right? Being called to do something. All right, for others of you, there's some type of karmic payback. All right, whatever this change is, there's some type of karmic payback because Judgment represents the past meeting the present. Okay, others of you will be finding out something. All right, because this is some type of, like, awareness or awakening to something here. So I don't know, maybe you're going to be given a chance. Others of you, it definitely reflection. Judgment has an energy of reflection, and you have that here twice with the Hermit. Both of these cards represent some type of reflection. All right, so there we go, Judgment. Whatever it is, whatever you find out, whatever you do, wherever you go, it's the end to some type of cycle here. You know, Aquarius, I want to sit here with you all day. Okay, but because I'm so curious, I just want to keep pulling cards. So now we got the Hierophant. So this is going back to school. Okay, this is talking about relationships. It's speaking of your inner beliefs, Aquarius. Like, what do you believe? Some of you are teachers, okay? And that is your passion. Like, some of you are meant to teach. However, this also represents source again. So once again, you're being guided to do something. Okay, the Hierophant speaks to me. The Hierophant, it's kind of has that energy of source. All right, so we got Taurus, Libra, and now Sagittarius. Okay, with the Hierophant here. Some of you will be signing contracts, ending relationships. You got a lot going on here, but whatever it is, it's solid. It's solid. It's gonna end, and when something ends, things are gonna change, and you guys are gonna be letting go of old baggage. That's basically what you're gonna be doing, or that's what you wanna do, Aquarius. Ooh, I only want to be here for a few minutes, but this is so juicy. Four of Wands just popped up. Okay, so a lot of you are worried about your stability, again, your success. Who are you? Where are you? Where are you going? All right, the Four of Wands, it indicates weddings, stability, prosperity. That's kind of where I feel like a lot of this is going. Like, you're worried about just prosperity. Some of you want to be, you want money, you want to be rich, you want to be stable, you want to be secure, you want to have fun. You want to have fun. Fun doing nothing, huh, Aquarius? That's usually how you be. All right, so Page of Pentacles, so messages about money heading in. All right, for some of you, pages they always bring messages. For others of you, you could be hearing from, a child. They could be asking you for money. They may need a large sum of cash here, but pages are usually young folks, okay? And this is in your future. So a lot of you, none of this has happened, all right? Because the page is facing the future, okay? He's holding that coin up. So this is something that it'll be happening in your future. However, pages also bring messages about jobs, messages about money. They bring manifestations, but it also pages represents like a solid start. Okay, so this is something new for you. This is something that you want, to bring you, happiness, joy, money, things like that. Okay, the sun is on the bottom of the deck, like, luck. You want to, even changes in your luck. So it's here. So I'm gonna get one more card. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. Okay, this is you. It's a I don't know, call it energy chaotic. What I'm gonna say is very busy. It's very busy, and I think the reason why is because you want so much. Like some of you are trying to do a lot, okay? And you probably need to slow down just a little bit, but a lot of you are trying to figure out how to balance your money, right? There's something I don't know if somebody's gonna give you money, Aquarius, or you're gonna have to give them money. I don't know. Like I said, it could be a kid, or I do feel like for some reason, like an exchange of money, or somebody giving you a gift. And that's for some of you. I don't know, some of you will get a gift this month. It could be a gift of money. You're gonna receive something, all right? Or somebody's gonna share something with you in some way. I almost feel like it's like Spirit is saying, like, you're going to be taken care of. Like, I don't know, maybe you guys have saw that somewhere, maybe something you read said, trust God, trust Spirit, because I just seen that. I seen it on, like, I don't know, I just seen it in my mind just now. So for some of you, that's how I feel like somebody's going to give you a gift. All right, this is out of the kindness of their heart, or you're going to give somebody a gift. I don't know, there's some type of assistance being exchanged for you, because you have this exchange of gifts here. You have this page here. I see the second chance. I just see a lot. So if you're looking for money, it's coming. Okay, it's coming. It's just going slow. It's coming slow. Like, there's a gift coming to some of you, but it's coming slow. But it's going to change your world. That's how I feel, like, in some way. Rather just makes you extremely happy, or it literally, like changes you, and it may shock you because you have that, like you have this change coming in and it's heavy, so it may shock you, but however it comes in, it's definitely going to change, but it's going to put you in a nice place. You know, however this ends in the end, it's going to put you in a nice place. So Aquarius, I'm going to leave it there. Okay. I know this was kind of long, but these are your oracle messages for the month. Okay. So see you in the next video. Don't forget, like and subscribe so I can slowly grow this channel, and I'll see you in the next video, Aquarius.